Namaste and welcome here on the mat with me today. My name is Sara Lyn and I'm super happy to have you here on my YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe it so that we can flow more often together, and of course leave your thumb up if you like this video. If you haven't practiced yoga for a while, then I recommend you to try some of my Pilates workouts as well, since for this sequence we're gonna need some core and back strength, and this is actually what we are about to start building up right now as well. So let's start in a child's pose, creating some length along our spine first. So open up your knees mat width apart and then sit back towards your heels. Stretch out through your arms nice and long, spread out through all your 10 fingers, and then place your forehead onto the mat. Closing your eyes for a moment, settling here on the mat and with your breath today. Take your first big inhale through the nose. Feel how your back ribs begin to expand. And then exhale out through the mouth, shifting more weight towards your pelvis, which pulls you back towards your heels, gently opening of your hip in order to create more length along your lower spine as well. 2 more big breaths like this. Big inhale through the nose. Feel the expansion of your back ribs. And as you exhale, lean back towards your heels. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, relax your facial muscles. 1 more big breath like this. Big inhale. And exhale. Nice. Then slowly lift your forehead. Walk your hands all the way towards the right side of your mat. Place your left hand on top of the right. Bring your forehead back down to the ground and then feel the length along the left side of your spine. Another 3 big cycles of breath here. Big inhale. And exhale. Lean back towards your left hip. Inhale. Feel that beautiful stretch along the left body side. And exhale. Feel the weight of your pelvis still pulling you back towards your hips. 1 more big breath in. And out. Nice. Now walk your hands back through center all the way towards the left side of your mat now. Place your right hand on top of the left and then lean back towards your right hip this time. 3 big breaths here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale. Feel the expansion of your ribs on the right body side. And exhale, the weight of your pelvis pulling you back towards the heels. 1 more big breath in. And fully breathe out. Nice. Then slowly walk your hands back to center. Stretch out through the whole spine. And then slightly lift your forehead away from the ground another time. This time to tuck your chin towards your chest. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, roll yourself up into a tabletop position. Shoulders on top of the wrists, arms nice and long. Bring your navel towards the spine, so feel the engagement of your core here, and then lean back towards your heels once again. Big inhale here, stretch it all out, and then again, exhale, chin towards the chest, engage your pelvic floor muscles, squeeze your core in and roll yourself to the top. Find your way back into your starting position, child's pose. Inhale here. One more time like this, vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, roll yourself up into that tabletop position. This time we're gonna stay here. Shoulders on top of the wrist. Keep pushing into your palms. And then begin to stretch out through your legs and the back. Keep your core engaged while bringing your hips towards your wrists. And then open up your chest. Inhale to lift the crown of your head, beautiful opening here. And as you exhale, bend your elbows close and find your way into a prone position down onto your belly. Now, lift your forehead once again. This time, lift your chest. Inhale for a small cobra. Let's warm up through these upper back muscles. Exhale everything back down. 2 more times like this. Inhale, lift your chest, your forehead up, without pulling your head back. Okay, so really use your back muscles and then find your way back down. Keep your feet in the back flat. 1 more time. Inhale, lift your chest, small cobra. And exhale back down. All right, so next time you may use the pushing of your palms to find your way back into your child's pose, just like in the beginning. Big inhale here. Stretch it all out. And then just like before, exhale to roll yourself back into a tabletop. Beautiful. This time, tuck your back toes. Lift your knees away from the ground and begin to engage through your legs as well. Find your way into a first strong and solid plank. Keep your core engaged still. Big inhale here. Suck the navel in and up, pelvic floor engaged, and as you exhale, shift your sacrum back into your first downward facing dog. Enjoy that beautiful length of your spine, and then walk the dog, bending one knee at a time, so that you also feel that length along the back sides of your legs. Adjust your stance if you have to, so maybe shorten the distance or maybe create more space between your hands and your feet, prioritizing the length of your spine. Shake off your head, relax the sides of your neck, another big inhale through your nose, and then exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. Okay, from here, let's do one flow. Chin towards the chest, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll yourself back into a plank. Bring your knees down into the mat, elbows close to the ribs. Find your way down into prone position. Inhale, cobra up, push into your palms, last, and then sit back into your child's pose. Inhale here to stretch it all out. And exhale to ripple yourself back into a plank, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. And exhale, knees down towards the mat. Nice. So let's continue from here. Keep your hips parallel. Slightly gaze to the front, neck nice and long. Stretch out to the left leg first. Lift your right arm to the top and then bring your arm and your leg up at the same time. Inhale here. Keep your core engaged, your spine nice and long. Exhale, tap your fingers and your toes back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Really stretching it out. Inhale and exhale. Bring your ribs in. Keep your core engaged. 1 more time. Inhale, stretch it all out. Beautiful. This time, exhale. Bring your right hand down. Bring your left knee close towards your chest, round the back. And then step that left foot in between your hands, coming into your first lunge position. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee up just for a moment to stretch out through your back groin. Feel the length in your right hip. Roll your shoulders away from the ears. Take another big inhale. Exhale, drop the back knee down once again. Flatten your foot in the back. And then lift your arms towards the front, keeping that core engaged. Front knee on top of the ankle. Find the length of your spine. Once again, inhale here. Exhale, hold. Beautiful. Now slowly begin to open up. Bend your elbows into a cactus shape. Inhale, widen that chest. Small little back bend first. Exhale, lean towards the front once again. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale to open. And exhale, lean towards the front. 1 more time like this. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, lean to the front. Beautiful. Bring your hands back down into the mat. Tuck your back toes and lift the knee up. Push into your palms. And now step it back into a 3-legged dog. So once again, left leg goes up and back. Find the length. Do not open the hip for now. Just elongate through that back leg. Inhale. Point your toes. Exhale, knee towards the chest. Once again, step that foot in between your hands. Nice. Bring that right foot to the top of your mat as well. Forward fold. Keep your feet hip-width apart, knees slightly bent, halfway up. Inhale. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, drop your chest and your head back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, all the way down. 1 more time. Inhale, stretch out through the spine. Exhale, everything back down. Nice. So maintaining that length along your spine, lift your arms to the sides. Inhale, posture up into standing. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Beautiful. Let's interlace the fingers in front and then open them up towards the sky. Push your palms up higher. Feel the activation of your legs. Inhale here and then exhale to bend towards the left side. Slightly push your hips to the right. Another big inhale here. Core stays engaged, back to center. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale now to the right. Slightly bring your hips towards the opposite side. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Use your core. Inhale to lengthen through both body sides. Now exhale. Release your fingers and sit back into a chair pose. Keep your feet parallel. Open up your arms into that cactus shape. Another energizing breath in. And then exhale, hands in front of the heart. Lift your left heel away from the mat. Find the stability in your pelvis through your core. And then lift the left knee up in front of your hip. Find your balance. And then begin to kick your left heel to the front. Hold it here for a moment. Keep your hips leveled. Lift the crown of your head. Inhale here. Beautiful. Bend the front leg. Slightly bend the standing leg. Exhale. Kick your left heel towards the back. And then once again, stretch out through the left leg. Warrior 3. Find the length in your spine. Strong back, strong core. Big inhale. Exhale, bend the standing leg even more. Step it back onto your back toes. High lunge. Beautiful catch. Keep that 90 angle degree in your front leg. And then lift your arms to the top. Inhale. Now open up into Warrior 2 towards the left. Exhale. Arms in one line, shoulders away from the ears. Open up your hip. Slightly lean towards the front. And then find your way into a reverse warrior, opening up to the right body side. Legs nice and strong. Inhale here. Exhale now. Drop that forearm on top of your right thigh for your side angle pose. Let's open up that shoulder joint first though. Circling that upper arm. Inhale, open. Exhale, gaze down. 2 more times. Inhale to open. Exhale, back down. Beautiful. 1 more time like this. Inhale, open it up. Now, exhale. Circle that hand all the way to the mat. Tuck your back toes, level your hips back into a lunge. This time we're going to open up to the opposite side, coming into a twisted lunge. Gaze up. Keep both of your legs engaged. Big inhale here. Now listen carefully. As you exhale, I need you to drop the back knee down into the mat. Circle that front leg all the way to the short end of your mat into a supported side plank variation, okay? We're going to build up some fundamental strength now. So parallel your back foot firmly into the ground. And as you keep pushing here, I need you to lift the other foot as well and cross the ankles for side plank variation. And now I really want you to squeeze your inner thighs together. Activate your glutes to support your lower back. Push your hips up higher. Gaze up if you can. Another big inhale here. Nice. Exhale. Drop the left knee down. And find your way back, gazing towards the top of your mat. Beautiful. Okay, so now we already have the right leg in the back, okay? So let's start from here for the other side. Gaze to the front, neck nice and long. Lift your right leg up, lift your left arm to the front. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, bring your fingers and your toes down. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, back down. Beautiful. Inhale, hold your leg up there. Exhale, bring your left hand down, knee towards your chest, round the whole spine, and then step your right foot to the front and in between your hands, lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up, and then feel the length along your left hip. Roll your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, back knee down. Lengthen your arms to the front. Keep your core activated. Another inhale to lengthen. Exhale, close your ribs. Open up into your first back bend on this side. Inhale, cactus your arms. Exhale, lean towards the front. Inhale to open slowly. And exhale, support your spine by using your core. One more time, opening up, inhale. And exhale to the front. Bring your hands down, nice. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee up. And as you keep pushing into your palms, bring the right leg back into a three-legged dog. Level your hips, point the back toes. Feel the extension of your lower back through the length of your leg. Okay, one more big inhale here. Exhale, knee towards the chest. Step that foot in between your hands once again. Lunge. Good. Now step that other foot to the top as well. Forward fold. Halfway up, inhale. And exhale all the way down. Now lift your arms to the sides. Inhale, posture up to standing. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, cactus your arms and sit back into chair pose. Keep your knees parallel, keep your hips in one line. Bring your hands in front of the chest. Now lift that right heel up. Hips stay leveled. Lift that right knee up in front of your hip. And then kick that right heel towards the front. Both legs are strong here. Inhale, posture up, lift the crown of your head. Exhale, slightly bend your standing leg and kick your right heel towards the back into a warrior three, which is our transition into high lunge, but I still want you to keep the positioning of your pelvis here. Feel the extension of your lower spine. Inhale. Exhale, step it back into lunge. Nice. Lift your arms. Inhale. Opening up towards the right. Exhale, warrior two. Open up your hip, 90 angle degree in your front leg. Beautiful. Now stretch it out through the front and then lean back into reverse warrior. Let's stay here. Another beautiful inhale. Exhale, left forearm on top of the thigh. And then begin to circle that right arm. Inhale up. Exhale down. Beautiful. Keep breathing as you flow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back down. One more time. Inhale, look up. Good. Exhale, circle the hand down. Tuck your back toes and open up towards the opposite side, twisted lunge. Keep your hips in one line. Keep both of your legs active. One more big inhale here. Exhale, listen carefully. Drop your back knee down. Circle that front leg all the way to the back of your mat and keep that back foot square. Side plank variation. Now what I want you to focus on is not collapsing into your lower shoulder, but keep them in one vertical line. Once you have that alignment, squeeze your inner thighs together, step that right foot behind the left, and then look up if you can. Push your hips higher. One more big inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Gaze back down first. Bring your right knee down into the mat, and then level your hips. Beautiful. Okay, let's step it back into a plank and into a downward facing dog. Stretch it all out. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. Shake off your head. Let's go for another flow. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll yourself back into a plank. Knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga down. The elbows close. Posture up into a cobra. Maybe lifting through the thighs. Nice and strong for upward facing dog. Keep your core engaged. And exhale. Bring it back into downward facing dog. Inhale here for length. Exhale. Nice. Now let's walk the dog back towards the top of the mat. Twisting from one side to the other with your hips, bringing some movement into your lower spine as well. And then let's meet here in our forward fold. Feet stay parallel, knees slightly bent. Now stretch it out halfway up. Inhale. All the way back down. Exhale. Lift your arms to the sides. Inhale. Posture up to standing. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Beautiful. Interlace your fingers just like in the beginning. Lift your palms up, and this time find through a length into a slight back bend. So gently push your hips towards the front. Keep your core engaged, navel in and up. Big inhale. Exhale, open up your arms into cactus shape, chair pose. Okay, this time we're going to bring our hands together. We're going to step the right foot close to the left. So I really want you to squeeze your inner thighs together, okay? Keep pushing into your palms and then begin to twist your upper body towards the left side, hugging the right elbow on top of the left leg. Squeeze your thighs, sit deeper so that you can twist your upper body more towards the sky. Gaze up, another big inhale. Nice. Exhale. Now, gaze to the top of your mat. And without changing anything else, lift your right heel away from the mat once again. Keep that left leg bended. And whenever you're ready, step that right foot to the back into twisted lunge. There you go. Good catch. Another inhale. Find your breath. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Lift your left arm to the top. Here we go again. So this time, maybe without dropping the back knee, find your way into side plank. So step that left foot on top of the right. Push your hips up high. Gaze up if you can. Big inhale here. Nice. Then gaze back down. Exhale. We're going to come into downward facing dog. Push into your left hand. And now the right hand will grab the left leg for twisted dog. Inhale here. And exhale, hand back, downward facing dog. Nice. Okay, let's twist the dog, walking it back to the top of the mat. Shake over your head, relax the sides of your neck. We have one more flow to go on the other side. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale all the way down. Now, inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Relax your shoulders. One more flow to go here in standing. Keep your feet hip-width distance apart. Interlace your fingers. Open up your chest. Gaze up, back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Open up your arms. Sit back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Step your feet together. Squeeze your inner thighs. Hands in front of the chest and then twist it to the right side. Hug your elbow. Sit back deeper and then twist the upper body more towards the ceiling. Squeeze your thighs, another big inhale. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Now lift the left heel. Find your balance. And whenever you're ready, step that foot to the back, twisted lunge. Beautiful. Gaze back up towards your right shoulder if you can. Nice. And then bring the left hand down. Stretch out through the right arm and top, shoulders in one vertical line. And whenever you're ready, twist your back foot to the outer edge and step the other foot on top for side plank, Vashisthasana. Lift your hips up higher, gaze up if you can. Once again, big inhale. And exhale back into down dog. From here, grab the right foot with your left hand, twisted dog towards the right side. Big inhale here. And exhale, let go of the grip. Adjust your stance for another downward facing dog. And from here, we're going to meet in a prone position. So coming back onto belly. Chin into chest, just like in the beginning. Roll yourself back through a plank. Slowly and controlled through a chaturanga down onto the mat. Now, we're going to set up for our locust pose, okay? Point your feet in the back, shoulders away from the ears, and then interlace your fingers behind the back. Roll your shoulders away from the ears, and whenever you're ready, lift your legs and your upper body at the same time. Again, keep your neck nice and long. 2 more big breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Find your way back. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. Bend your legs and swing them from left to right. You may go for another one like this, if your knees are right. And if you want to go a bit deeper into your back bend today, then you can follow me into a bow pose, okay? For this one, we're going to keep our hips parallel once again, but we're going to keep our legs bent. Grabbing on top of our ankles, shoulders away from the ears, just like before in our locust pose. And whenever you're ready, we're going to lift. No matter where you come from, legs and chest at the same time. Inhale, come up into your back bend. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. 2 more times. Lift the corners of your mouth. Big inhale. Feel the energy rising. Exhale. 1 more time. Big inhale. And exhale, slowly find your way back down. Beautiful. Okay, bring your palms back into the mat, tuck your back toes, and then sit back into your child's pose. This time bring your knees closer and drop your shoulders on top of the knees. Breathe into the back side of your body, just like in the beginning. Inhale all the way into your back ribs. Exhale, drop your shoulders down. Inhale. And exhale to let go of any tension. Beautiful. And you may want to use your hands as a support, rolling yourself up into seated. Bring your shoulders away from the ears a couple of times after all those side planks. And then swing your legs all the way to the top. And we're gonna come into our supine pose, so back onto our mat. See that you have some space behind you. Grab your knees from the top, roll your shoulders away from the ears. Another time, big inhale. And exhale, ripple yourself all the way back. Bring your knees in. Keep your neck nice and long, and then begin to circle your hips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to open. And exhale to close. Very nice. Now, once you have your knees open wide, next time, grab the outer edges of your feet. Reconnect your lower spine into the ground if possible. Drop your shoulder blades down. And whenever you're ready, open up your hips, the soles of your feet into a happy baby pose. 3 last big cycles of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe swinging yourself from side to side, massaging your lower back into the mat. Good. And if there's anything else you need right now, please go ahead. Follow the wisdom of your body. Otherwise, take another sip of beautiful breath. Inhale. And exhale, release your legs to the front, finding your way into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Keeping your palms open next to you. Keeping that heart space open on top. Feel the energy within. Feel the pulse, that inner strength. And everything you just created, let it sink through. In this moment of rest and recovery. Of course, you can stay here as long as you like. Otherwise, begin to deepen your breaths once again. Begin to awaken the body, wiggle your fingers, your toes, circle your wrists and your ankles. Stretch out through the arms on top. Maybe yawning or sighing, any sound of release. And then step your feet close, roll onto your left body side, sensing the heartbeat in your chest. So much energy. And then find your way into seated, keeping the eyes closed. Cross-legged seat if you prefer. Sense the length of your spine. Drop the shoulders, lift the crown of your head. Relax the forehead and gently lift the corners of your mouth. Take another big inhale, lift your arms to the sides, palms together on top. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Bow down with a smile towards your heart and that beautiful and strong energy within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing today. I really hope to meet you here on the mat very soon again. Please do not forget to leave your thumb up as a support. Drop me your comments. I'm always happy to read how you feel after practice. See you soon.